as we already know, Dragon Age Veilguard is super gay because the lead developer is transgender, is a man pretending to be a woman. Let's be real. Now, surprise, surprise, we find out that the game has transgender ideology shoehorned into it in the form of top surgery scars, also known as getting your breast removed because you are a woman under some delusion that you're a man, even though that's impossible. So you get your body parts chopped off and mutilated. Guys, also, I do want to apologize. The camera situation is not my normal. Something's wrong with my DSLR right now. And I'm using a webcam now. Logitech Brio now, which is good, but it's not as crisp. You don't have the. Also, my disc plates fell. If you get a disc plate, I recommend getting different ways to mount them because all three of them fell down and one of them even damaged my wall. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting those. I'm going to mount those in a different way than theirs. But anyway, I don't want to get too off track here. So let's jump into this from that park place. Dragon Age the Veilguard character creator has option for top surgery scars. You know, this is the thing, is people who have a mental issue here. Okay, let's be real. Most people who are identifying as transgender are doing so for attention now. It's been a worldwide contagion, mostly in America, though, I think, lately, at least largely in part. It's become a social contagion because people were getting attention off of it. You saw YouTube stars created out of it. You saw people that had tried YouTube normally and then all of a sudden came out as transgender and blew up in fame and created entire careers and millions of dollars just for coming out as transgender, just for pretending to be a different gender and for mutilating their bodies and chemically with hormones or surgically, right? So that has become such a huge fad that sadly even children have been mutilated in this ideology, this demonic ideology, let's be real. And so now, just to make matters worse, even in video games, which this isn't even the first time, I made a video about it with The Sims that had an expansion or some sort of update or something where you could get these transgender things on it. Also, the thing is people who are, and this just shows how much it is just a fad, is the fact that they want to make their characters look like they've undergone these mutilation surgeries, instead of, if somebody actually in their head was thinking, oh, I really wish I was the opposite gender, they would simply play as the opposite gender in the game. But alas, they want to have the scars and stuff because it's a fad. That's what it is. Somebody who actually had a form of dysphoria where they didn't want to be associated with their biological gender, aka their real gender, if they did not truly want any association with that, and they had dysphoria and they had all of this mental, just all this mental pain that they suffered. If they are identified in any way with their biological gender, then they wouldn't want that in their characters they're creating. They wouldn't want to have memories or reflections of the real world reality that they are not the opposite gender, right? So having these body scars, putting these titty scars, titty removal scars, putting that in the game is going to remind the woman that, hey, I'm a woman. I'm not actually a man. You would think if it was actually dysphoria, they wouldn't even want this. So that just shows that, it just shows that it's just a bunch of, it's a fad. That's what it is. There's no such thing as being born in the wrong body, period. So if someone has a mental dysphoria for it, then they need help for their mental issue, not surgeries and medications that will mutilate their bodies. But of course, this is going to happen when they have a transgender game lead. not actually for real. What they have is a man pretending to be a woman as their game lead. So of course he's going to insert this and shoehorn this. And I talked about on my last video about this. I mean, clearly you can tell this is very gay. The characters are all ugly. They are, I mean, that's just, you can tell. This isn't, when you look at it, I wouldn't even know, as somebody who played Dragon Age Origins, I wouldn't even know this was a Dragon Age game. If I were to look at just the pictures, I would have no idea. It doesn't have that same style whatsoever. It doesn't even look like it's in the same realm. It's not like a sequel or anything like that. It doesn't look like that at all. This looks like just some queer fantasy game. But yeah, so let's go ahead and read this. Back in July, it was revealed by Game Informer's Wesley LeBlanc, who previewed the character creator, revealed it had inclusivity at its heart. He wrote, "At the heart of it is inclusivity. Veilguard game director Corinne Bush, which is a guy, tells me before letting me guide her through creating my own character." He went on to reveal that the character creator allows players to choose between 4 different races: elves, Kunari, humans, and dwarves. It also allows for more detailed looks at each and the ability to choose pronouns with she, her, he, him, and they, them. Of course, the fake they, them pronouns. Separately from gender, select different body types, and more. That's the thing is, in this type of fantasy world, when you think there could be some sort of magic that one could cast to make them the opposite gender instead of having body mutilation scars, you know, possibly there could be a potion or a spell that could just transmog them instead of, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But then again, pretending to be the opposite gender in real life makes no sense either, but here we are. Furthermore, the character creator also features full nudity because the game is a mature RPG, according to Bush, aka Baldur's Gate 3 did it, so we want to do it. Who is a man pretending to be a woman? Yes, he is a man pretending to be a woman. Apparently, the full nudity is needed to choose your character's undergarments. It's just perversion. They're inserting perversion into these games. That's all it is. They're perverts. The game designers are perverts. Men pretending to be women are perverts. It's like, it's a perversion of how God created them. It's a perversion of the natural order of things. It is a perversion of, I mean, biblically, this is abomination. This is perversion. So, of course, they're going to want their game to be perverted as well. This is why I'm constantly saying this is the slippery slope was real. We can't be validating these things. People think that, oh, you can contain this stuff. Oh, it's okay. I'm still going to be supportive of if people do this, that, or there of the crayon people. As long as they just mind their own business and don't hurt people. They are hurting people. They're hurting themselves and they're hurting society. You can't, like, for example, gay marriage. You can't stop things at that. You can't just say, okay, well, gay marriage is a thing. Okay, we'll concede at that and everybody will go mind their own business and everything will be fine. No, it doesn't stop at that. Look at all these crazy pride parades in front of children. Look at the fact they're mutilating children. All of this, that is because abomination and sin cannot contain itself. So you can't just say, oh, all right, let's go ahead and accept some of this and everything will be fine. It'll stop there. It doesn't stop. That is not how Satan works. Satan will pervert people more and more. That's why you see a lot of where this ideology even comes from. People who are watching porn, eventually what they're watching isn't disgusting enough for them, so they got to watch worse and worse and worse and worse. And then it's for a lot of people, they go gay because of it, or they go transgender because of it. I mean, there's actual data suggesting that people who do watch pornography, that a lot of them do move forward into all the queer stuff. You know, it's a progression of it. So obviously not everybody who watches it takes it that far, but would we have transgender ideology? Would we have all of that reaching the levels that it does, or even all the gay stuff reaching the level that it had, if so many people were not watching porn? No, that slippery slope was real. And porn is part of it. And I know a bunch of Coomer brains are going to get mad at me for it. But it's like, bro, it's real. Well, what am I supposed to do? Find a wife, find a husband, whatever. Like, find whatever opposite sex of you is and marry them. Easier said than done in this kind of society, I know. But stop justifying something that is poisoning your mind and your soul, okay? You can call me hateful all you want. It's not out of hate. I want better for people and I want better for society. So if you have a porn problem, fix it for your own sake. You're messing with perversion and disgusting stuff that is only corrupting your own soul. So no matter how much you think you like it, get yourself off that stuff and you'll feel much better. Doesn't mean that you're doomed forever because you dabbled in that. You can get out of it. Read the Bible. Some people get mad. Oh, I just want to watch your takes. I'm so sick of the Bible stuff. Well, get over it. Okay, so LeBlanc also revealed you can finally dye your hair with non-traditional colors. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. That's not a big deal. He concluded revealing there are 4 choices that one can choose from. They include English masculine, English feminine, American masculine, American feminine. Oh, that must be just the accent. The pitch of the voice can be adjusted. So you're going to have some weirdo, like, total man body with a female voice and vice versa. Just weird stuff. It has been revealed by multiple YouTubers that the character creator does include pronouns and allows players to select man, woman, and non-binary for gender. On top of this, it's been revealed that the character creator features an option to toggle top surgery scars. That is just so stupid. This makes no sense. It is abundantly clear that Dragon Age: The Veilguard is political and ideological propaganda disguised as a video game, and its primary objective does not appear to entertain customers or provide them with an escape or any kind of fun, but it is to indoctrinate them with transgender ideology. Exactly. The game is clearly attempting to normalize this ideology by including top surgery scars in-game, as well as all various other customization options that allow players to blur the lines between male and female. I mean, this is just disgusting. If you want to read the rest of the article, I encourage you to go over to that Park Place to do so. But yeah, I mean, as we've seen and as I've talked about in my last video as well, pre-order numbers are not good. It's according to, allegedly, pre-order numbers do not look to be very good. I don't think this is going to be a hit. Dragon Age fans already don't like the look of it because it has all this like queer look to it. I don't know. There's just queer art styles like Steven Universe, for example. And this just gives that. That's just what it looks like. It doesn't look like a Dragon Age game. So you already have that. And then you have all this queer ideology shoehorned into it as well. Just looks like a gigantic nightmare. That's the thing is, let's go back to letting gamers make games. Let's actual gamers make games and get these random feminist and queer ideologues out, because they don't care about games. All they care about is inserting their ideologies into them, and we're sick of it. That's why a lot of us are playing more older games than newer games. I'm playing Persona 5 right now because I'm so sick of most modern games. But anyway, there you have it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And if you want to watch me on my Bible channel where I read the Bible to you guys, you can check that out at Bible Time with Melanie Mack. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you next time. In the meantime, go boom.